Hello.
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 Yeah, looks like you guys are muted. Melanie
I think I'm mute.
Hello.
and Crystal.
Boss lady, you're muted.
Crystal,
You're still
you're
muted.
muted.
You're
Muted.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Yay!
And we're live. Welcome, everyone. Well, tonight, thank you, all of you, for coming here. These are the powerful leaders here tonight. And tonight, we want to welcome each and every one of you and also congratulate you for taking a step in your business, becoming a powerful leader and owning that name of yours, right? Because, when we run this online business, we run with our name, and whatever we have to do, however much we work in the corporate world in the past or now, we always want to do double, triple of that so that we can escape the corporate grind and be our own boss and be in the online space. So tonight, I want to welcome each and every one of you guys and congratulate you guys for making it here. And, this is going to be our third cohort in this 90 days. So I just want to share to our viewers tonight that we are a global online business. So the reason why we're here is tonight we want to introduce each and every one of us to many of you guys who are watching us tonight so that you can be inspired, motivated, and be empowered and know that this business is real. It's legit. And we are working across the globe with our business partners from different states, from different countries. And we want to show you guys how global this business is. So if you are watching us tonight, please let us know where you are tuning from, because we'd love to know where you are tuning from and how far our live is traveling. So tonight we're gonna do an introduction because I want you guys to meet all these powerful leaders in this online space. And I will start with myself by introducing myself, and then we'll take it across and everyone will have a chance to introduce themselves. So hi everyone, my name is Crystal. I am a biomedical engineer by profession, and I've been in the online space owning my online business for 3 years now. So I am a proud mom, a wife, and a grandmother to my little grandson. So thank you all for watching us tonight. And I look forward to hearing more from business partners from around the globe here. So go ahead, Patty.
All right. Hello, everybody. Annyeonghaseyo. My name is Patty. I am one of the powerhouse digital business owners here as well. It's always a pleasure to see new faces and to challenge ourselves, right? To challenge ourselves and get out of our comfort zone and come out here today. So I live in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I am a mom of 4 boys. I am a wife, and I am also a full-time registered nurse manager. So you don't need to do this as a full-time gig. You can actually work, in the online space as a side hustle, as I'm doing now. And I love that, although I'm a nurse and I'm able to help others in the hospital industry, I'm also able to help other moms and parents thrive in our digital business here and create a better future for themselves and for their family. So always a pleasure to come on. So I'm going to pass it on to my partner that's next to me here. So go ahead, Melanie.
Thank you, Patty. Hi, everyone. My name is Melanie Kiss. I'm out here in Montreal, Canada. Bonjour tout le monde. And I am a mom of 2 teen boys. I've been a flight attendant for the last 25 years and also a certified neurolinguistics coach since 2017. Had my own practice as well. I've been in the digital marketing business since 2017 as well. And as my name of my website says it's Empowering Women Leaders Club, because I believe that every woman can reach amazing financial and wellness goals for themselves. And I empower women to do so. And I'm so excited to be in this cohort with all of you wonderful women and so many other people that I've met. And it is a very exciting to be part of this business because we meet so many people from around the world. And that's what excites me the most too, because why not, right? Not just here in my just local area. And we're all here to support each other. And I think that's just a beautiful thing. So I'll pass it on to the next to Mayette.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. So my name is Mayette Eggleston. I'm originally from the Philippines, so mabuhay to the Filipinos. And I live in Wellington, Colorado now, USA. And I have been in this business since 2020. I took a little break because I had to take care of my mom when she was sick. I was her primary caregiver for a little while. So having that being a full-time caregiver and also full-time, having a full-time job, and I'm a physical therapist assistant and / rehab manager, is getting a little bit too much. But the beauty about this business is it's always there for you. It's like I got back and it's just like, just like riding a bike. So that's the nice thing about everybody. So welcoming, you don't feel alone. Even if, you're a newbie or like me, just getting back to it, everybody's so welcoming. You have the full support of the whole community. So that's what I love about this business. And then I'm going to pass it on to Kia.
All right, thank you. Well, hello, everyone. My name's Kia. I'm a wild month, a mom of 4, and a 4-time stay-home month. I run the business 4-time, and I always imagine that I run the business 4-time. Not like 8 to 10 hours like everyone working to 9 to 5, right? Job. But I'm willing to run this business for 3 and 4 hours. That's how the beauty on this business, because like everyone say, everyone had their professional job, but they willing to have this business next to their side hustle, and earn more extra income to how more financial, and that's how it is. But because I'm a stay-home mom, that's the only job that I do, because I don't want to, go back to, working 9 to 5 job and walk out early or sacrifice my time out there, because, because me and my husband, our schedule totally is not like fit together. So I had to decide, I found this business, the beauty on this business that I'm willing to control, working for home, working for anywhere, and a busy month, and I can control my time, that I don't have to like sacrifice my time, like, oh no, I had to finish this, project for smack to my my boss, or I just beat my own boss. So that's how it is business. And super exciting to be meet all this amazing women in here, because not like we all women here, this business for everyone's men's out there willing to do too, because not just only women to run this digital business. But I'm super excited to meet all these amazing women. And you guys see that we are real people, because we connected. That's how global this online business, that we willing connect to everywhere all around the world, that, that's how we meet in the inside. Yeah. So I will pass to next to me, Malanu or C. Okay. C, come back. Okay. Now C, your turn. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is C. I just started. I'm a newbie, but I'm learning a lot from everybody. And what I like about this business is everybody is very supportive and encouraging. So every time when I feel like maybe it's not for me or giving up, everybody's always there trying to encourage me, and I always go back to Patty, and she's always telling me that I could do it, and here I am today. Well, now I'm gonna pass it over to Malu.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, C. Hi everyone. Mabuhay. I'm also from Philippines, same as Mayen. I am based here in Calgary, Alberta, and I'm a proud digital business owner with 3 kids. I'm also a full-time professional. I'm an office manager for a marketing agency. And I'm someone who took a leap of faith into this digital world because I crave more with my family, more time with my family, more purpose in my work, and of course more freedom to live on my own terms. So this journey started when I realized that no matter how hard I work in my corporate job, I was missing out at the moments that truly mattered. So I stumbled upon this, ads, and I saw the story, and we shared the same one, and then I was skeptical at first, and then someone told me to just trust my gut, and of course with prayer, persistence, and the amazing community that we have, the support system, I began learning how to leverage automation and of course the digital tools. And my website is called also Digital Mompreneur Space because it's like a space to empower fellow moms, and not only moms but also dads who want to build an income online, and of course to share real stories, and a community that's built on faith, family, and financial growth. So yeah, that's my short story. Back to you, Crystal.
Oh, thank you so much. That was a wonderful introduction. And, that shows how global our business is because, I am from Minnesota. And, some of you are from Canada. Some of you are, Mayette, you're from Colorado. And we have Kia from Minnesota, C from Minnesota, and Patty from Wisconsin. Melanie, you are from Montreal.
That's right.
And Malu, you are from
Calgary.
Calgary. Wow. Now you see how global our business is. Like we come into this digital business and because we're all from different walks of life, but we come into this online business to support each other, to help each other gain success. And everyone's journey is different, right? Because I came into this business in 2022. And just like Mayette said, she came into this business in 2020. And Melanie, you came in 2017. And Kia, how long have you been here?
Been 1 year, so 2024.
Okay. And Patty?
I've been in this business for a year as well. So.
And C said she was a newbie. So
Yes, I just started this year, so about 4 months.
4 months.
Yay! Well,
Yeah.
and the reason for this cohort is because we get to work with other business partners from our global online business, where we come together, we support each other, gain the success, and learn from each other. So that's why we're here. We're taking everybody comes into this business with fear, right? So I don't know about many of you. You may be stronger, but I had a lot of fear. I was really scared to go on my first live. So I'm with this cohort and how supportive our community is. I've gained the confidence to be online and to come on live. And so a lot of people ask, like, when you guys start the business, do you guys have to go on live? Because a lot of people are scared, and maybe each of you can kind of share, like, how when you first started this business, did you have any fear and how did you overcome it? Because I was really scared, but I overcame a lot because I was working with strong business partners, like powerful leaders, just like each and every one of you here. And that's how I gained my confidence. So I'll let Melanie, maybe you can share a little bit because you have been here the longest. longer than any one of us here on the panel. So we'd love to hear from you, because when we heard you were joining our team, we were really inspired by what you, how long you've been in the business and the knowledge that you've gained through your journey. So we'd love to hear from you.
Well, thank you. I'm very touched by your words. So thank you, guys. Well, prior to this, I was in the fitness industry. So I think it goes back to past 10 years where going live kind of just started. And yes, I was very nervous at first, right? Always trying to reach perfection. And I felt that that's what stopped me from really moving forward. But I kept practicing. I told myself, without practice, you won't know, right? Or you won't get better. And I believe that there are no fails. It's just a bunch of learning moments, learning experiences, and you learn from that and you move forward. Because I know I've spoken live before and I said, oh, I forgot to say this, or oh, I forgot to say that, even though I have my list, or I spoke too long, or I didn't talk long enough. So I said, but at least I'm doing it. And with time, I just got better and better. And then when I started this business, I just said, what I have is something that's good and it could empower somebody else. And my message is a kind message to empower maybe other women or men to, create their own digital marketing business. And if I could help that one person, that's fantastic. And I'm just going to go out there and speak to the people. And if someone's listening, great. And if they're not, oh, well, they're missing out. No. But then, with time, I just got more and more comfortable and felt more comfortable with myself and the message I wanted to portray with everyone. And it does get easier. It really does. But I understand that fear of judgment from others, right? And I think that when you realize what you are doing is amazing, then you'll attract those people, and the ones that you would think that are judging you, well, then they're maybe not meant to be working with you at this point in time in your life. So
wow, if I saw your ad, I'd probably dive in too. I love that. I know, see, you had just started this business not long here, and I also want you to share with our viewers who are tuning in to watching us tonight, share how your journey has been, like, since the time that you started the business until now. What can you share with our audience, like, what have you learned along the way, and what are your thoughts so far?
Well, talking about fear, you just put me on the spot. Now I'm like scared, but it's when I first started, I was, like everybody else, I see ads, but I'm just scrolling through and then I see it again. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's something that, that's a sign. So when I started, I was very skeptical and scared that, what if it's not for me? But then once I dive in, I took that leap of faith. I learned a lot with just not the training that's teaching me a lot. It's also the people in the community. And everybody's willing to jump in to help. It doesn't matter what time of the day, it could be at midnight, and they're still willing to hop on a call and just kind of answer questions. And that's what really, I think that's what really kept me in the business, because of the support and the encouragement from the team and from my coach and my mentor. And I think that's, my fear is to come alive, but, my mentor is pushing me on, and now I'm on here. I don't know if I'll be able to do it by myself every day, but I will try. And this is the first step.
Great, great. Well, I'm super proud of you for being able to step out of your comfort zone. I'm sure that after this live, you will be so confident that you will keep telling yourself that I got to do it because I can do it. And those are some of the fears that we had to set aside. And I had to do my first live, and after that I felt a little bit more comfortable, and I kept doing it and kept doing it, and just kept improving, because we're never going to get better, right? It's a business that we have to learn and get better at. So no matter what we do, we just have to have confidence and believe in ourselves that we will be able to do it if other people can. But I also want to hear from Malu. Maybe you can share a little bit of your experience, since you're new here too.
Yeah, so I started, well, I'm almost a year now because I started April also last year. I think we all have that fear of failing. Like, what if it doesn't work? And also being a mom of three kids. I've got three small kids. This is my youngest, by the way. um, I'm like, will I have enough time for this one, for this business? Because I'm also juggling, I'm also into school. um, I'm doing a bit of program here and there, and also a full-time mom at the same time. So I have that fear of like, what if I fail? And that scares me a bit, right? And I was already skeptic at the beginning, but then when I saw lots of inspiring stories here and there, there's every day there's success stories, and that you can see, sometimes you feel like, is this like too good to be true, right? So might as well try it, because you wouldn't know until you try, as they said. So yeah, that's my fear before. And also the live, Melanie mentioned about the live, and you mentioned also, Crystal, about going live. I think we all have that also fear. Like, I just wanted to have my phone focus on the surroundings, not to my face. I just wanted to like go around and move my camera like that, and yeah, until I get a little bit comfortable right now. So yeah, more practice, but it's good. Keeps getting better, as you said.
And Mayet, like, I know you have been in the business for a while, and returning back into the online space, how does it feel?
Like, my fear was, when I took a little break, my fear was like, okay, if I get back, am I gonna get kicked out of the business? I'm like, am I not gonna be like part of it anymore if I'm like gone for like a good like 3 years? And I was like, oh my gosh, like when I got back, it's just like nothing happened, and that was my fear. And then when I got back, it's like, oh, I'm still welcome here. And then, like, the people that I know, like, I didn't know, like, like, hey, welcome, it's like, you're back. And and also, like, another fear that I had to, like, when I started, and then even getting back, it's the fear of being judged. I think no matter what you do, whether you're having a business or doing something else, it's just the fear of getting judged. Like, like, are they judging me? Are they gonna, like, are people gonna think about, like, oh, why is she doing that? It's like, it's kind of weird that she's doing that. But this is my business. I'm showing up for it. And the other day I had a talk with a friend, and it's like, never ever let somebody make you feel less. That's my thing. It's like, yeah, never ever, because just you showing up for something and me showing up for this business, that's already a win for me.
Yes.
So yeah.
And you know what? I am super happy that you are back, because you can take a break in this business. This really shows to other people that, we do have hard times in our life, because we're only human, right? So things can always like go wrong, and things can always go great. And, there are times that we run through, even the road is bumpy sometimes. And especially in Minnesota, when it's like, when the weather changes so much, the roads have lots of potholes. And it depends, the type of day, the type, or where that pothole is. We can run through it, or sometimes we can run on a smooth road. So I'm just super glad that you never gave up. and
Yes.
that, when you came back, it's so welcoming. And I just wanted to highlight that to our audience, because this business is just so great that you can leave the business for a while, but once you come back, you just start right back up. And
That's right. Yeah.
just like anything, and working with such a wonderful community. I've ran multiple businesses, but I've never had this type of relationship where I feel so close to each and every one of you guys. It's just like, my siblings from another mother and father. So I'm
Yes.
super blessed to have you all here. And, like Kia, she's a stay home mom too, just like Malu. And maybe Kia can kind of highlight, her experience before the business and now in the business. So Kia, you can share a little bit.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I'm a really scary thing, but I become a stay home mom for 2.5 years ago. I just like find something to search like for working for home, right? It's many different job, but I never thinking about working online business, or digital business, like this one. And I never believe, my mind say never believe, because I come from a parent that they never taught me to believe a business that something is success, right? Because my parent always tell us like, hey, go education, working 9 to 5 alone, you got paid good, right? But my parent never talk about like, hey, you had to run a business, something like that, making more better chance, right? But when I found this business, I scrolled down to social media, like I found, right? And I just like take the lead. And I really scary, but I had to tell myself like, if I don't try something new, like I gonna go back to the corporate, working 9 to 5 again, after my baby turns 5 and she go back to school, and why can I try something new in my life, or why can I try something new right now, and until my kids go back to school, then I never go back to the 9 to 5 job, or working back, and then again, and and I just be my own boss, run my own business, and be successfully, in 5 years. Because this business, you really pull like the effort work on this business 3 to 5 years, you can see the success, and that's how it is. And it depends how people can go fast or slow, it depends, right? But I really start to go scary about this online business, but I had to ask myself, it's, if I don't take the lead of it, and what I actually gonna learn something new, right, in this new journey. And I just like, okay, just tell it in, let's go in. And and about the go live, I really, that person, like I love to talk, helping people in, person, but not in social media, and I was so shy, scary. I was like, oh my goodness, but I'm so grateful that I working with the leader team, that they are so strong. And even my mentor, Crystal, she's a really strong woman, and she's so inspiring me. And, everyone in the community inspiring me every single day that I come to in this digital business, everything just like be changing my journey and change me and my mindset, and everything is changing. And it's so powerful that me that and had to, and even my mentors tell me, is like, yeah, you can do this, let's try. And and the first time that when I come to live, I just so scary. I keep, and when I have my phone in there, I gonna go live on Facebook, right? And I had to press on, but I had, they had 3 countdown for you, and I just start again, and I was like, oh my god, dude, I really ready this, and I just like shaking. I just like, okay, deep breathing back and come back, and drink a cup of water, and making me calm down. That after I do like couple of times doing that, and then come back, it's like, okay, I can do that, because I want to be empowered woman out there. I want to share my journey. I want to share my story out there too, to shout that I'm not the only ones to juggle about this, myself. I want to share my story. I want to share, like, see it, no matter who not listen to me, or come and watch me, but I wanted to bring my story out there. And even maybe one day I can be empowered with people, because I see a lot success people online that that had their own different journey, but they're so powerful and so like inspiring me. But I was like, hey, maybe I want to be that person to be inspired woman too, or everyone that out there to see that. So that's why I had to like take the lead, go live. And I'm the person that I don't like to come back to listen to my own voice. I don't know you guys, but me, I not that person like to listen my own voice or watching myself again after that. But after this, on this business challenge, and I finally, had to go back to my first video ever and listening. I truly is like, I'm not this so bad, I'm not that bad, because I feel really confident and more better. And when you listen to yourself, right? You can click what you are, speak a different way. You can know what you sound like. Okay, if I say this wrong, then maybe next time I try a talk in different language, like different word, in that. So that's why, that's it is. And it's good to listen back to our own voice and listen what we've been said. Because me sometimes doing that, I'm like, or like Melanie say, when I write down, I gonna say the word, but I just talking too much and I forgot what I gonna say. I'm like, oh shoot, I totally forgot about this. I had to come back and but it's okay. I was like, okay, next day or tomorrow if I go again, I will bring up to this different topic, or bring a different word to talking about. That's how it is. But yeah, it's really scary the first time, but I believe everyone, we all come to the same first step, same shoe, we were all the same shoe. But after you did that and you so confident, and a lot of people ask, on this business and me, there's like, do we have to do like, come and shout this? And I'm like, you don't have to, but I love to have this confidence, because I want to get out my comfort zone, get out there, shout that, we had thousands of out there and women in this community that wanting to help a lot women out there that you juggle the same things, your own journey, that you need help. Sometimes like we all women, right, or even men, we need help to get out our stress out, juggle family and work, everything out there. But when you talk to somebody, you share your story, you share what you have and juggle thing, or you stress out, right? With somebody, you talk to somebody, may you feel good, may you feel like, okay, you had the breathing out, and you don't have to be stressed out. That's how this business is, because just amazing people in this community that we are so supporting, just like she said. Because everyone inspire me, everyone just powerful me and inspire me every single day. And I wanted to show out to this business. That's how it is. And I not be perfect, but everyone's just be their own journey, be who you are, be the unique how you are. And I always say, because we born the way how we are, just don't compare yourself to another people, that you're not perfect, you're not perfectly to talk, or language what you are. Just be who you are. That's how it is. And back to you, Krista.
Oh my gosh, listen to this mompreneur. Yeah. I wish you guys could like really see Kia from the beginning and from the get-go, because I asked her, it's like, let's go into this challenge, and she was like, no, I can't. And like last minute. And I said, Kia, you're gonna do it. It's like last minute. And she's like, I'm so scared, but I said, I believe in you. And she's like, well, if you believe in me, then I'll have to believe in myself. So now she has transformed into this strong, powerful leader of who she is today. And I'm super proud of her to see her being able to share her inspiring story. And there's so much more for all of us to have growth in this business. And I just wanted to pass it over to Patty, as this is like her first business too. And I also want her to share her inspiring journey on where she was before she started this business, so that we can share that we're all from different walks of life, and we're not experienced individuals in this business. We had to all start this business, and then learn from each other, and set that fear aside, and come on and to share our journey and our story. to inspire others, to show them that we are just normal human. We are scared, but by taking that leap of faith, we've become who we are today. And it's such a strong journey for all of us. So Patty, I'll pass it over to you, and please share with our audience a little bit.
Thank you, Crystal. Oh my goodness, it's always such a pleasure to come and hear everybody's story. I get so it gets kind of emotional to kind of listen to everybody and the struggles that they go through, right? And just to know that, although we come from such different backgrounds, like I can resonate so well with all of you and the struggles that you fear and the fears that you have. Like it's same as the fears that I have as well, being skeptical, right? And then, but yet having to then leave to take care of your mom, like, life happens. And that's truly what happened to me. So I'm a nurse by profession. I've been working as a registered nurse for the past 17 and a half years. And that's all that I've ever known. And as Krista mentioned, I know nothing of business. I was gung-ho, like ever since from high school. I knew what I wanted. I had all my goals set, and I had scholarships. I'm like, I'm doing all of this. I know what I want, and this is what's going to happen, because my parents were immigrant parents. They immigrated from here, from Laos. And they were hardworking, they were humble individuals, and they really instilled in me that, education was the way to go, because they had no education, and they were working just industrial company jobs, that paid very minimal wage. And, being brought up in the welfare community, it was, I wanted something better for myself. And I knew that my parents wanted something better. And being here in the United States, they always stress of education. And so I went and got all that. And I felt like I succeeded. But it wasn't until, and I think I wasn't at that point yet. I wasn't accepting of anything beyond my nursing, because I was so focused on it, and nothing could really deter me from my nursing career. But it wasn't until a breaking point that I went through. I lost both my parents within a 2 months time frame. So I lost my mom to a traumatic fall. My dad then fell ill of colon cancer. And so he, passed soon after my mom. And it was just kind of a train that I just got hit, like just slapped in the face. And, then realizing, I'm so young yet. And my parents were so young when they left me. And, you just always wanted more time, right? We always want more time. We always then kind of think back and kind of take that pause. And I paused in my life at that time. I was grieving and yet not knowing what to do. And what do? I go on Facebook, I scroll and kind of imagine myself like, oh my gosh, look at all these people. They're thriving. And here I am, in my nursing career, but yet my parents are gone. My kids are always asking when I'll be home. And I'm a failure. As moms, we want to do everything for our kids. And I just felt like a total failure. I couldn't provide for my parents. I couldn't take them on trips that they've never been to. And my kids are constantly just asking for a little bit of a part-time, some time at the park after work. And I couldn't even provide them that. And so, sinking into that deep hole of just being a terrible mom, being a terrible wife, being just a terrible person, not being able to do much for my family, I found an ad, just like how everybody else here did, an ad that really spoke to me, that really resonated with me, that said that I am worthy, I can do so much more, that I don't have to feel stuck. So at that time, I took the leap. I didn't even tell my husband. I said, who cares? This is all for me. I spent all my life make sure my kids were well fed, that they didn't, break any bones. And, 15 years later, 16 years later, I'm finally saying yes to myself, and that I deserve more. I can learn something. If I can go to nursing school and I can learn that, I can learn something new. So it was my time to really come back to myself. And, this business has really brought me a lot of personal growth, and through my profession as well, and to enable me to become a better leader. And to allow myself to be vulnerable, because that's what we're all doing here, is we're being vulnerable. We're shedding all of our weaknesses. My heart's racing right now, even just sharing this with you guys, even though I've probably said this thousands of times on my lives and talk with everybody here. But, it never gets, I move past that, because I know that what we have and what this business has to offer is so powerful. It changes lives from those that again, experiencing living off of welfare, living off of food stamp. I remember the times that my parents would get food stamp in the mail, and then we would just run to get that darn envelope, and to even get one of the brown $1, like food stamp, to go to the Asian store to get some fried rice was like the best thing ever. That dollar was like, $1 million to us. And that's why we work so hard, is really to better our generation from generation to next, right? I can say that I've done my parents, a good deed in being the good daughter and getting a good education, and I'm successful in their eyes. But, but what about the eyes of my kids, right? They won't know. They don't care about how many lives I saved today at the hospital. They're going to care that I missed out. I said, yes, I'll be home. And I was never home. I was never home to just go to the park. And I think that's the most hurtful thing as a mom, is to see my kids just expect so much of me, which is just some time at the park, that I couldn't even give that back. And I know many moms and many parents that are out there as well that are working so hard. And I hope that, whatever, you're doing tonight, if you're scrolling and you're seeing us and you're hearing our stories, I hope that you'll take a moment to just stop and listen and see that there are opportunities out there. You don't have to come from an educated background. You don't have to know everything. I didn't know anything. I was scared. My husband even asked me, what's your business plan? I'm like, I don't have a business plan, but I know that I have tools and resources. And they tell me that I have a community of like global business partners of over, at that time when I joined, it was like 100. I don't remember. Maybe it was like 180,000. And now we're over 225,000 individuals in this business. And so it's growing. We're not saturating the community at all. Like, there is so much abundance out there for everybody to take a piece of. Like, I want that piece of cake, and I want you to be able to take that piece of cake with me too, because there's so much of it to share. So again, I hope you guys just take a moment and think about, how this could change your life, instead of telling yourself that you're not worthy, that you can't do this, and sinking into that deep hole. Reframe it. And that's what this business has been able to do for all of us, is helping us reframe our thinking and seeing that we all are deserving. And, there is so much to give out there, and there's so much to tap into, that we're real individuals. And I look forward to traveling to Canada and getting some travel tips from you guys, and going to Colorado again and getting some, travel tips too. So, we love to help you guys see what we're seeing, see what our business has to offer, because it is amazing. We're not just saying it because we want you guys to join us, but we want you to, feel empowered and feel inspired that you do have the capability of being more than what you think you are today. So, moms are so deserving of more. You're not just deserving of being a stay-at-home mom, getting the chores done, tending to the kids, but you can do so much more for yourself as well. So, I love this platform. So thank you so much for letting me kind of share my story and just kind of blab on and on. I know that all of us can go on and on all night, but
Yes, thank you for sharing. Yes, so I'm actually one of the immigrants that, migrated here in the United States. So I keep reminding my audience that, back in the 70s, when my parents brought me to the United States, there was this one ticket, right, where everybody talks about coming to the United States. And the minute that you get off the plane, you will get swallowed by like a lion. Their mouth are open, and the minute that you get out of the plane, you will get swallowed. And it was very scary. It was a big fear that my parents did not want to come to the United States. But luckily, my dad took the leap of faith, just like how I took the leap of faith into this business, right? Because during that time, nobody knew about the United States. And my dad thought it was the only ticket for freedom. And that's how he was able to take the family and got on that plane. And now the kids, as myself and my siblings, and now my kids, are able to have this life that we can build upon, and now this online business is about the future technology, where people are so afraid to jump in, to dive into the online space. So I always, use this analogy to replicate this online business to each and every one of you, that if you never take that leap of faith to do something, your life will never change. And in this online business is the same exact way. As much as we are afraid of technology, as much as we think, how can anybody earn in the online space? We can. It's possible. And that's why all these powerful leaders are here. If we were a scam, who would want to share their story online, right? So we are a legitimate business, and that's why we're all here to inspire, motivate, and empower you that this online business is real. So that's all I want to share. Does anybody have anything else that they would like to share before we end this live?
I want to piggyback on everybody's experience. Yeah, like, I can relate so much with Paddy. And then, the reason why like when I got back, I was really like, I had an extra motivation because my husband and I just turned 50 last year. We're going to be 51 this year. We're only 22 days apart. It's funny. So it's, we were like, well, okay, how long have we been working full-time jobs? For like so many years. So we've been married for it will be 23 years next month. And so of the 23 years that we've been married, we've been together, we can only count like just a handful of like how many times did we go on vacation, It's like what do we have to wait until we retire at like 65, 70 and to enjoy life? I'm like, no, I don't want that. Like, I'm like, we can't be. And right now too, we work opposite shifts. So he works graveyard shift, he works nights, and I work during the day. So we only have like in the morning 30 minutes to see each other when he gets home, and then I leave for work. And then at nighttime, just a couple hours, and then he leaves for work and I go to bed. So so it's like, okay, you know what? This is not the life we want. We want more. Like everybody, we want more time. We want to enjoy ourselves and not just be eaten by our, 9 to 5. And even so, like, especially with like in the healthcare business, you get burnt out because you're working longer hours. Especially me in the management position, there's so many extra stuff that we need to do. And so, yeah, I want to just let everybody know that, this is why like all of us here are sharing our stories, because we want everybody who feels like you're stuck, but you're not. You have other options. It's just up to you to take that step. So that's all I want to share.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else before we leave? All right. Well, thank you, each and every one of you guys, and congratulations to each and every one of you, ladies. So let's continue to empower other people to, start this business and make a change into their life. Because, as me, myself, working in the corporate world, it was just getting by, and I wanted more for my family. So that's how I started this online business. And I'm sure many of you powerful leaders here, you've probably, taken that next step because you wanted to earn that extra income. And just to let our viewers know, even if you start this business, it doesn't take much to run this business. So you can still work if that's what you enjoy. But I wanted to tonight, I wanted to have these powerful leaders here tonight so that each and every one of you guys can, watch us and know that this is, a legitimate business, and that we can definitely work in the online space, and we can definitely earn and make a living, and, just like everyone else. So, I just wanted to share that. But until then, we will come more lives, and we will share our journey. And there's more to share. So I look forward to many of you guys tuning in, watching us, and be empowered. So until the next time, we will see you, and have a great night, a great morning, a great afternoon, wherever you are tuning from. And it's so great to have you always support and watch us. So thank you, and have a great, wonderful night, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
all my
Ocho,
viewers.
Ocho,